we got America is becoming a third world country and people are furious. We gotta go ahead and check this out. Do y'all believe America is becoming a third world country? I don't think so, yeah. I don't think so. Let's go ahead and check this out, man. Y'all new here? Hit that sub button if you're new. Let's check it out.
Irritated is a bitch. Fuck, like, bro, do not fall in love. Do not. Bitch, that shit is not for the weak, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This shit will make you want to do some shit, boy. Some serious shit, boy. I'm telling you. Because ain't no fucking way. Fuck, and I need weed too, bitch.
With war, crime, and all that.
Africa is the only continent.
How did it start off like that?
Does not have to import anything. They don't need your oil. They don't need your gas. They don't need your gold. They don't need your food.
They don't need your diamonds.
Your rice. They don't need your cattle. They don't need your corn. They don't need nothing. It is the only continent that does not have to import anything.
They got buildings. They got power.
Hey, this video will always get me, y'all.
Swear on everything, bro. I thought it was just clay and tribes and tents, bro. Yeah, cause the ground be like, you know, like that red orange type of clay, bro.
I'm weak, bro.
The IShowSpeed African stream pisses me the heck off. It just shows how willfully ignorant Americans can be, and of course it's not all Americans, but this is just crazy. Because what do you mean you don't know that not everybody in Africa is poor and we don't live in huts? And you're coming on the internet and crying about these things. There's only so much you can blame the education system. A simple Google search would change those beliefs. In a world where information is literally
a simple Google search.
TikTok, Instagram, Google, there is no excuse to think like that. You were just comfortable with those stereotypes in your head. And that, my friend, is called ignorance. There's really...
Hi guys, I'm in the mood to yap, so let's yap. I don't know if you guys have been seeing...
Hey, I'm in the mood to listen, so let's listen.
the IShowSpeed videos in Africa, but I've been seeing some responses from fellow African Americans in the US. Fun fact, I was born in the Republic of Mali, but I grew up in the US. So a lot of my teachings has like a Western background,
I have to go
but
to Mali,
being from a West African family, I feel like I have a unique perspective and experience. So anyways, so this video I'll play for you guys of this African American man crying because he...
I've been seeing this clip, dog.
They made us fucking think Africa was such a poor country, bro.
He feels like he's been lied to about Africa, and he has this yearning to go to Africa and experience Africa. And I hate saying Africa because, like, mind you, there's more than 40 countries in Africa, and Africa is not monolithic. And I want to talk about this issue because when I saw the video, I was so irritated. Guys, I was so annoyed because when I first came to America and I was in elementary school, I got into my first fight ever. And mind you, I do not fight. I'm not a fighter. I got into my first fight ever because so many of my classmates, and mind you, I went to predominantly African American elementary school, so many of my classmates would bully me because they felt like I was inferior to them because I was African. And you know, I had to protect myself. But anyways, and then in middle school, people would ask me dumb questions like, do you fly helicopters to school every day? Are there elephants and lions in your backyard? How do you get water? Just dumbass questions. Excuse my language. And I remember I got into a long argument with this guy who was telling me that Africa is basically monolithic, where there's just safari and deserts and animals roaming everywhere, because that's what he has seen on the documentary channels. And I'm sitting here, you know, an African who was born in Africa, who has family in Africa, and he would not listen to me. And it used to irritate me so bad, like, you know, I was just like, he's just so ignorant, you know? And then I got to high school and college, you know, I'm more mature now, and I've been learning a lot about, you know, just like Africa and what it means to be African and from the diaspora. And I just want to say that I have so much sympathy for those people now, especially like African Americans who are, you know, crying because they realize that the reality that they've been taught about Africa is a lie. And I say this because I feel like
I made a video about how Speed going to Africa...
Why we just cut her off like that? Who made this compilation?
on
Why y'all cut
tour
her
revealed
off?
to us how many idiots thought that Africa was just pure huts and they didn't have water and they were just poor. Everyone in the comments was just like, but that's what the schools taught us. Like, it's not my problem. That's what my school taught me. Like, they didn't teach me any better. Like, ain't no way your school taught you that an entire continent did not have an ounce of water. Are you okay? Like, what was the teacher like? Hey guys, let's talk about Africa. So first, Africa doesn't have water and they don't have any buildings and they just live in huts and they actually don't have any electricity. Okay, so next subject. Like, what are you actually talking about? There's no way school taught you that. Like, if you skipped all your classes or slept in all your classes, just say that. Like, you don't have to lie, I promise. But my school, that's what my school taught me. Like, it's not even my problem because that's what my school. No. You didn't know that an entire continent had water? That's just, like, there's something.
Speed's Africa tour is kind of scaring me right now because the amount of people admitting that they didn't realize that Africa wasn't just like sticks and mud. That, like,
I think what I had learned was, of course, the continent of Africa had water, but it wasn't water that was able to be drinkable water. And they didn't have the resources to clean the water. Right? I think that's what I was taught in school and stuff like that. From what I remember, I think. I can't really remember. I think that's
actually
what it
has,
was.
modern technology and roads and running water and all that type of stuff. And then that Africa is a continent, not a country. I've seen clips of Speed's tour and I love it because every place he goes, he kind of rewrites like the stereotype or the image that people have in their head and he shows that, hey, like this is a normal place. But especially with Africa, some of y'all I genuinely worry about. Because even when people who are like, oh, but the American propaganda makes you think that Africa is just like nothing and extremely all this. Guys, can you do a little bit of research or maybe just a little bit of logical thinking? Like, do you really think an entire continent will just be sticks and mud and tribal people? If you just look up Africa City, you will see so many cities that look just like ours with skyscrapers, big.
The influencer, right? He did a tour in different African countries. And the reaction I saw of American, young guys mostly, one guy was even crying. He was like, oh my God, they've shown us Africa and Africa is just really amazing and they showed us only that there are poor people there. Honestly, that's propaganda. I remember growing up in the Netherlands. This is the Netherlands is like a 7-hour flight from America. It's far. It's further. America's further than Ghana. Just understand that. Ghana is closer and there's no time difference. Just an hour time difference. That's nothing. If I go to America, it's already 5-hour time difference. Anyway, when I look at the TV, you watch a program. As a kid, you see, donate to this and this, and then you see African children, and then you see flies going into their eyes, and
Why everybody know that commercial, bruh? Everybody knows that commercial. The little eyes of an angel. They play the same music. Everybody know about it, bruh.
Now. So all of these charities and all these companies were
Where's
just
that money
putting
going
these
to?
images in our heads. And I assume that in America it was even worse than in Europe. But still, even my own Surinamese community, they don't understand. They're now starting to understand because of social media that Africa is dope. It's amazing. So, and every country has their struggles. Like, when I went to America, I was in shock when I saw how many people are living on the streets. How many people are sleeping? You have rows of cars and then you see their stuff in it and it stinks and they sleep in their car. It's terrible. I've seen people on the street with families, 5 children. They don't have a house.
It's true.
It was crazy. But those images are not shown. The images only of the riches, the luxury. Let's do that.
Look, I'm happy that IShowSpeed is showing people that Africa is not what they heard. It's not all Sahara Desert. It's not all mud huts. It's not all bald kids with flies swimming around their heads with big stomachs. It is way more than that. There's actually infrastructure there. What's concerning me is why it took you guys so long to figure that out. I'm not trying to say it as a mean thing. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but me being Haitian American, I've been able to kind of peer into Haiti from a Haitian side. So when I hear stuff oh, Haiti doesn't have trees. There's deforestation going on in Haiti. And while some of that is true, when you go look at people who are actually living in Haiti, if you look at their social media and stuff like that, there's trees all around. It's very confusing. Haiti looks like a Caribbean country. It doesn't look like the Sahara Desert. I know that because I actually peer into Haitian like content from the Haitians' perspective. I understand that's not like necessarily like Black Americans thing, you know, they can't really do that. But still, it's kind of scaring me that y'all are not verifying your facts. Because say with like people, a lot of people, especially Black people, whenever someone tells them don't go to this country's racist, they don't go. They don't even try to verify it for themselves. They just listen. And I think that's very problematic. And I think this is one of the reasons why it needs to stop. Because we need to verify for ourselves. If I listened to people, I would not have gone to Germany because Germany is racist.
If I would have listened to people, I wouldn't have went to South Africa because South Africa is dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Very available. You also need to be busy, you know?
17 Pro Max.
Yeah, bana.
Unatoka hata before Steve Jobs aitoe.
Bana.
Tim Cook ana launch kama ishapigwa order.
Hey, bana. It's giving IShowSpeed. Watu wako like, oh my god, in Africa there's internet. Oh, there's building. Kama na
Watu wako na lack of exposure wallahi.
So analia, wale Americans wakilia kwa simu wakisema oh my god, speed amechange life yao. Africa ni beautiful, wako wanajua all the new, wamesoma ni vumbi, misitu, hakuna barabara,
hakuna wifi.
I don't know what they saying, y'all. All I hear is Black American.
Guy walikuwa radhi tunapanda elephant kwenda job. Imagine.
Bro,
kuna mwanaume ako na 3 wives pale ameonyeshwa kwa nini ya speed.
Actually na give zile stories za wazazi wetu kitambo.
Kutoka shule.
They talking about Eswatini when he went to Eswatini.
Ati tunavuka nini mto big.
Comment sections was nani baba Mkenya mkolai. Sasa kinalia nini?
By the way.
Unalia nini?
Okay, we're gonna skip.
To be honest, the very
melanin. My grandparents are darker skinned. There's colorism. It exists in the Asian community. It also exists in all African communities. It doesn't change the fact that we as Egyptians are not like Europeans. I've seen the videos discussing the race of the ancient Egyptians. And now today I'm seeing videos from Speed's Live where he's in front of the pyramids and it's East Africans saying, Egypt is the most boring country. Egypt is so boring. So which one is it? Like genuinely people you guys just want to hate. I saw a clip where Speed tells a man a fact about the pyramids. And the man's like, I can't speak. I don't know. That man is European. That man is clearly a tourist. And then I see a video of Speed looking overwhelmed and like some sad music on top of it. And then I hear some noise in the background and I'm like, what is that language? It's German. It's like it's not even Arabic. Like genuinely I was scared. I was worried, don't get me wrong. It's German and like I don't know what this propaganda is against Egyptians. We're not like there's no ploy. I saw another clip where Speed is complaining about how it's really hard to film in Egypt. I can't tell you the number of times I've been told that my camera isn't allowed. I have to put my camera away. I held up a Palestinian flag, I got in trouble for it too. The reality is that Egyptians live under a strict dictatorship and they struggle every day. I'm starting to think that this is some type of psyop to divide Africa because what did Egyptians do? It exists in the Arab world too. Egyptians are Arab speaking people and there is massive propaganda from the Gulf.
All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna end it right here. I feel like this compilation was cut up a bit. It was cut up a lot. It was cutting people off. But look, man, comment down below y'all thoughts. Like I said, do y'all think America is becoming a third world country? What do you think about, you know what I'm saying, Americans having their eyes open, you know what I'm saying, to the continent of Africa and things like that? This has been a topic of discussion this year. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoy my reaction, my commentary. That sub button if you're new. Stay tuned for next. Yeah, peace.